Hey fans, this is your girl from Mel's and welcome to your official preview and predictions of Clash at the Castle. You're gonna be seeing me all weekend long. I'm just gonna continue just saying that because I'm getting to be like a broken record. So how was everybody's Friday night? Excellent SmackDown. I saw my boo times two, Scarlet and Cross. You can't wipe the smile off my face. It's either that or I'm a little buzzed because I have been drinking tonight. So I've had a couple of adult beverages. Um, I'm feeling no pain right now. I'm riding high right now. I'm enjoying my life right now. My mom would have wanted that, so let's get this show on the road. This is your official Mel's um, preview and prediction of Clash at the Castle. Please do me a favor. Please go check me out on all my social media, which is Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Mel's Match Chat. Also, go check me out on Facebook and Snapchat. Please do me a favor while you are here. Subscribe. Turn on my notifications. When I go live, you'll know about it. All my notifications. So when I go live, you know about it. Please like and share. And that's it. That's all you have to do at this present time. So we had a great decent Monday Night Raw. Decent, really good actually. Go home show to Worlds Collide. I'm sorry. There's a lot going on. And we had a great go home show for SmackDown. So let's get this party started. We're gonna do the go home shows, then we're gonna do a little preview, and then we're gonna get to the what is it called, the card, and then we're gonna do our picks. Okay. All right. Let's get this started. We're going to start off with Monday Night Raw. We had crown new tag team champions in the women's division. Tonight will see new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions crowned. Also, Sami Zayn and the Usos will head to Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins and Riddle will see each other face to face and will get a hometown hero and WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle. Tonight's show opens with AJ Styles and Dolph Ziggler making their way down to the ring for a tag team match. In the middle, we get a recap of last week's main event with Damian Priest versus Edge. Out next are Judgment Day. The match starts with Ziggler and Balor starting off. Balor gets a quick knockdown and a too sweet taunt by AJ Styles. To AJ Styles. But Ziggler hits surprise roll for a 2 count. Balor and Ziggler each other tag out, bringing Styles and Priest in. Styles knocks Priest to the outside and hits a dive on the top of Priest to take us to our first commercial break. We return to see Balor and Ziggler tying up on the inside. Balor taunts Styles with his own phenomenal pose and picks up Ziggler for a powerbomb, only for Ziggler to hit a famouser. Both men get to the corner for a tag and Styles takes control. After a flurry of offense for Styles, he picks up a quick 2 count, but Priest kicks out. Styles shortly after gets Priest in a calf crusher, but Priest grabs the ropes with an assist from Balor. Styles gets Ziggler into the match, but quickly gets hit with South of Heaven for the 1-2-3. After the match, Judgment Day are headed up the ramp. The Videotron shows Edge arriving to the arena, and Judgment Day head back to the ring as we go back to a commercial break. When we come back from commercial, Judgment Day starts cutting a promo. They mention how they have defeated Rey Mysterio and they should have beaten Edge. and no one and get no respect for it. Priest also takes a shot at Edge, saying he doesn't have the security of the person who wears the pants at home there to protect him. Edge music hits, and here comes the rated R superstar. He makes his way towards the ring before stopping halfway to respond to Judgment Day. Edge threatens Rhea Ripley, telling her to leave her hands to herself before she finds out what the Glamazon is all about. Edge tells the group they didn't learn anything while he was in charge for a few months. He says he had to back up as Rey and Dominic Mysterio arrived with kendo sticks. The group brawls outside, but back in the ring, an armed Dominic and Rhea Ripley stand face to face. They stand off briefly before Rhea gets hold of the kendo stick. Dominic slowly lets go, but Edge and Rhea come to Dom's defense before Rhea uses it. Rhea escapes out of the back of the ring, and Edge, Dom, and Ray stand tall. It should be mentioned that Dominic seems to have made amends with Edge as they shake hands to end the segment. Now, I don't think you're gonna hear why I think this is gonna be a perfect fucking heel turn for somebody. Mm. Not like a Corona on a Friday night with lime. Tastes so good. Next, we recap last week's kidnapping of The Miz by Dexter Loomis. We see a segment from earlier today as Kevin Patrick asks Miz what happened. He says he isn't interested in talking about it, and he's not going to talk about it. We then see the trio of Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka walking backstage before commercial. As we return, we see Aaliyah and Raquel Rodriguez tell us they will become the new tag team champions later on tonight. After this, we get Bliss, Asuka, and Bianca Belair coming to the ring as they get set for a trios match against three local enhancement talent. Bianca Belair starts the match and makes quick work of all three ladies. Belair dodges a double team maneuver, and Bliss and Asuka hit tandem drop kicks. Belair tags in Bliss as she gets in some quick offense. Bliss tags in Asuka, who gets some really aggressive offense in. Asuka hits a quick drop kick for a 2 count, but it gets interrupted. Shortly after a storm of offense for the trio of Bliss, Asuka, and Belair, Asuka locks in a submission for the win. After the match, the winners cut a promo on Bayley, Io, Sky, and Dakota Kai. Asuka ends the segment stating nobody's ready for Bianca, Alexa, and Asuka. Backstage, Miz and Ciampa are meeting with Adam Pearce, who tries to make right after Miz kidnapping last week. But he does mention that since the Miz won't speak on the subject, Dexter Loomis got away from any charges. Miz tells Pearce he's still not talking about it, and Ciampa and Miz run Pearce off as Miz is preparing for a match with Bobby Lashley later on. The next Olympic gold medalist and WWE Hall of Famer makes his way to the ring. He gets a huge hometown pop from the crowd. Angle is trying to promote his upcoming premium live event. The premium live event, Clash at the Castle, before he is cut off by Chad Gable, and we head to commercial break. As we get back from commercial break, Gable is putting over Angle's career. He tells Angle that the Alpha Academy is looking for new talent, but there is none in Pittsburgh. Gable starts getting booed and tells the fans that there is an Olympic hero in the ring, not to mention Kurt Angle, and to show some respect. Gable offers Angle one night only spot in the Alpha Academy. Otis shows Angle the Alpha Academy Letterman's jacket, but Angle declines the offer. Gable's Gable tells Angle to shush, but Angle tells Gable to shush instead. The two men get in a bit of a shush off. Otis is told to show Angle what happens when you decline an offer of the Alpha Academy, but the Street Profits interrupt. The Profits tell Alpha Academy they want the smoke. Alpha Academy accepts the challenge on one condition. The condition is that if the Alpha Academy wins, Angle must join Alpha Academy and do whatever Gable tells him to do. We leave the segment and head to commercial break. As the match starts, Otis and Montez Ford square off. After some back and forth offense for both men, Otis hits Ford with a huge pop up body slam and tags in Gable. Gable hits a few chops on the Ford in the corner and mocks Angle's Olympic pose while cutting a stare at the Olympic gold medalist. Ford gets a reverse in the corner and tags in Dawkins. Gable and Dawkins exchange some very athletic moves on the ropes, while Otis comes in to interfere. Ford comes to cut off Otis as the action spills over the ropes, leading to a huge Dawkins dive to take out Alpha Academy. As Gable and Dawkins get back in, Gable starts attacking left knee of Dawkins. Gable tags in Otis, who continues the beatdown on Dawkins, who is in desperate need of a tag. On the outside, we see Angle give both teams a show of respect with a hand clap. Dawkins finally gets the tag to Ford. Dawkins finally gets the tag to Ford, who quickly wipes out Gable and Otis, who was on the outside. After a standing moonsault, Ford gets a near fall and quickly heads to the top. Otis sees Ford climb the ropes and is enough of a distraction for Gable to recover and head to the top for a German suplex off the ropes. As we go to commercial, when we're back, we see Ford and Gable exchanging reversals, and Ford gets to Dawkins as Gable gets to Otis. Otis cleans house and hits a body slam for a 2 count. Dawkins shortly after hits Gable with a swinging neck breaker and also gets a 2. Ford tags in and hits a diving crossbody, but Gable reverses it for another 2 count. Sorry. Otis gets in and dominates Ford before tagging in Gable and hitting a double team move. Gable looks at Angle on the outside and mockingly pulls down his singlet strap. Gable then puts Ford in an ankle lock, but it's soon reversed as Gable is near, tapping Otis come in to break it up. Otis comes outside to get in Angle's face before, out of nowhere, Dawkins knocks Otis over the announce table. Street Profits hit a few double team moves before Ford hits a frog splash, and that's good enough for the win. Post match, Street Profits give Angle a cup of the trio's toast for a drink that Angle quickly spits out. Angle then reaches in the back and offers the Profits some milk instead to end the segment. So that is that. We move on to show Riddle and Seth Rollins getting ready for an interview conducted by Corey Graves. The two men were supposed to be face to face, but that was nixed due to a pre-show fight in the parking lot. A commercial shortly follows this. As we were about to start the interview between Riddle and Rollins, we are briefly shown footage of the two brawling in the parking lot before the show. Graves asks the two what happened to ignite the fight outside, but the two men speak over each other before Graves pulls the interview back in order. Rollins tells Graves it's his time, not Riddle's. He also says he's on top of the chain, but Riddle is on the bottom Rollins says when he finishes what he started at MSG a few weeks ago, it's going to be for everybody. Rollins also says that he puts Riddle on the shelf just like he did Cody Rhodes. He is moving on to the undisputed Universal WWE Championship. Graves asks Rollins what he can look forward to this weekend at Clash of the Castle. Rollins says he's going to stop Riddle in the head, but Riddle tells Rollins he's going to prove that there's only one man in his marriage, and that's Becky. The interview is over after this, with neither man getting physical. We move backstage to see Ciampa and Miz walking in the hallway. They are taking over Miz's upcoming fight with Bobby Lashley, but The Miz sees another member of WWE security and just blankly stares at him. Ciampa pulls Miz back to his senses, and the two men continue their walk till we go to commercial. Before returning to the ring action, gives a quick shout out to former WrestleMania and Royal Rumble competitor Bad Bunny. We then get an update from Jimmy Smith that after Rollins and Riddle finished their interview, the two men continued to talk. Rollins tells Riddle that since he wants to talk about Seth's family, he's going to talk about Riddle's. However, he states that Riddle doesn't have one after a very heavily publicized divorce. He also mentions that Riddle's kids nor his ex-wife want anything to do with him. This sets Riddle off, and he promises Rollins that he's going to mess Rollins up at Clash of the Castle. I love the fact that they were able to use the word fuck. And it was warranted at this point because he was pissed. He had a public divorce. And I don't know what the whole thing is with his kids, but if she's keeping him from his kids, that's wrong. He wants to be in the kid's life, let him. Pay the child support. Whatever you have to do, it's for the kids, it's not for you, okay? Following this, we have Bobby Lashley make his way down to the ring. The Miz comes out afterward with Ciampa, and commentary puts over the fact Miz was kidnapped by Dexter Lumis a week ago. The match starts, and Lashley just immediately gets the upper hand on the Miz. Miz obviously was distracted and traumatized about last week. Ciampa accidentally bumps into the Miz, who instinctively cocks his arm back for a punch before realizing it's his partner. Lashley takes control on the outside, bulldozing Miz and scaring Ciampa. Once we return from commercial break, Lashley is still dominating the contest. Ciampa blocks the ring post from the Miz and finally gives Miz a bit of glimmer of hope. He bounces Lashley's head off the announce table before throwing him through the steel steps. Miz gets Lashley back in and continues going to work. After a cheap shot by Ciampa from the outside to Lashley, Miz gets a big boot for a near fall. Miz keeps hitting offense moves on Lashley, but goes up top for a dive. That is a reversal by Lashley. The U.S. champion starts throwing Miz all across the ring before continuing the onslaught in the corner. Lashley is setting up Miz for a spear, but Ciampa pulls Miz out of the ring and eventually gets another cheap shot on Lashley. Miz follows up with a DDT before getting a 2 count. Miz is about to hit the skull-crushing finale, but he stops and sees Dexter Lumis in the crowd. He loses his focus, telling Ciampa he saw Lumis in the crowd. This gives Lashley time to recover and put Miz in the hurt lock. Miz quickly taps out and Lashley retains. Miz and Ciampa start arguing after the match about whether or not he really saw Lumis. Edge and Angle remake their famous promo in the back, with Edge handing Angle pictures that have been apologies on the backside for making Angle look bad. in the day. The last one you said you still suck. That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. I gotta admit. This leads into a brief moment with Ray telling Dominic he just needs experience this weekend, and that's why he chooses Edge over Dom to be his tag team partner. Ray asks if he's still be in their corner, and Dom tells yes. So we have the hope. We have the hope. We have the hope. We see the Usos and Sami Zayn in the back making their way towards the ring before it cuts over to a commercial break. We get back and we see the promo package showing some of the Connor's Cure highlights. The organization raises money and awareness for childhood cancer. Afterwards, the Bloodline make their way down to the ring, including Sami Zayn. We get a recap video during their entrance last assault Friday night's assault of Drew McIntyre by the Bloodline. Jimmy Uso lets everyone know that this Friday night on SmackDown Live, we will get a 2-year celebration of Roman Reigns' title reign. Sammy pipes in and tells Jimmy and Jay that Roman has personally appointed him master of ceremony for the celebration. As Jay gives Sammy a dirty look, Sammy puts over the Usos as best tag team in WWE history. As Jay tells everyone that Roman will retain this weekend, Kevin Owens' music hits and he interrupts the trio. KO comes out and quickly lets them know that the Bloodline doesn't run anything on Raw because it's still the Kevin Owens show. KO tells the Bloodline to tell Roman that he owes him one. Jay asks Sammy if KO is his boy, to which Sammy reluctantly said yes. He then tells Owen that Roman Reigns owes him nothing. Owen tells Sammy he feels bad for him because he doesn't realize how great he really is. He must have forgotten that. Owen tells Sammy he needs to look deeper and realize that he is better than hanging with the Bloodline. Sammy tells Owen that he's wrong, and Roman and the Usos, minus just Jay, really like him. Jay threatens to drop Owens on the spot if he doesn't leave. KO instead comes in reminds Jay that he and Paul Heyman are the only reasons that he is not champion right now. Jay tells Sammy to get his boy Owen before it gets ugly. Zayn tries to break the two up and warns Owens that Jay is going to attack, but Owens doesn't care and challenges Jay to a fight. Referee makes his way to the ring, and we go to our next commercial. Once the bell rings, the men tie up as KO goes on the offense. The action goes to the outside as Owens throws Jay through the steel stairs. Owens throws Jay back in and continues the battering Uso. However, gains some momentum and takes Owens to the turnbuckle, but misses on the splash. Owens quickly hits a cannonball and tries to maintain the offense. Jimmy Uso on the outside distracts Owens, which leads to Jay hitting Owens with a Samoan drop on the steps. We come back from commercial and see Owens and Uso on the top of the turnbuckle before Owens hits a package suplex. Owens then climbs up to the top rope again, but gets punched in the jaw by Jay. They exchange rights on the top, and Owens eventually lands a swanton bomb. Jay ends up kicking out at 2 following the pinfall. Owens goes for a stunner and a pop-out powerbomb, but Jay reverses it. Then he hits a super kick on Owens before hitting the Uso splash for 2. Jay then goes back to the top for another splash, but this time Owens reverses it. Owens tries a small package for 2, then super kicks Jay and hits a frog splash for a 2 of his own. Outside, Owens taunts Sammy and tells Zayn to hit him if he meant what he said. Zayn refuses, but then reluctantly grabs a chair because the Usos told him to. Zayn, however, does not hit KO with the chair. This distracts Jay and leads to Owens hitting the stunner on Jay for the win. The Usos look disgusted with Sammy as we cut to the back. In the back, we have Bailey, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai cutting a promo on Bianca Belair. Bailey tells Bianca that she's been holding the entire women's division, but Bailey and the company are there to put it back on the map. Kai continues saying that while Aaliyah and Raquel are two of the best competitors in the tournament, they are leaving Monday Night Raw as champion. We then cut to the back to see Miz leaving the arena. Ciampa is trying to talk to him, but Miz pleads with Ciampa, just let him leave. Ciampa obliges, and Miz hops in his car and drives off. As he drives off, the camera strays and pans on a on the back of the SUV as he parked beside Miz's vehicle. After we come back from commercial, we have a backstage interview with Johnny Gargano. Gargano puts over Theory, Success, and Physique as we see Theory approach Gargano. Theory says he has got a question for Gargano. He wants to know why Gargano didn't call Theory after his U.S. title win or Money in the Bank. Gargano says it was because I was busy, but Theory claims it's because Johnny Gargano is jealous. Theory wishes Gargano luck because he's swimming with the sharks now. We have a briefly rundown of Clash of the Castle card after this segment. It should be noted that Riddle has seemingly got his first name back. Matt's back. We then get a promo package hyping up the main event of the night, which is the women's tag team titles match. Sky and Aaliyah get started, and the two women swap roll ups for two. Aaliyah then tags Rodriguez for a double team move and 2 count. Io gets a tag in to Kai, and as she comes in with a quick bit of offense, but gets cut off by Raquel. Raquel tags in Aaliyah, who gets some offense, but gets knocked to the outside. Io and Dakota then throw Aaliyah through the steps and kick Raquel, who was never near the apron. The 10 count is beaten by the faces as we head to the commercial. When we return, we see Sky talking to Rodriguez and gets a 2 count. Sky tags in Kai, who also gets a 2 count on Rodriguez. Rodriguez starts getting some momentum by using her power and throwing Kai and Sky both across the ring. She looks for a tag, but Aaliyah is nowhere to be found. She fuck's gonna sleep the whole fucking time. This is gonna be her thing. She's gonna be sleeping. Just let's get this out of the way. She continues battering and hits a high risk maneuver off the ropes for a 2 count on Sky. Sky hits a nice reversal soon after the 2 count of her own. Rodriguez continues using her power and flips Sky with a clothesline. However, Bailey starts interfering with Rodriguez as they get a 2 count. Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, and Asuka come down, then chases off Bailey through the crowd. Aaliyah comes out of nowhere to get blind tag, immediately disappears. Kai and Sky then go on the offense on Rodriguez, but Aaliyah slides in to get an out of nowhere roll up, and Aaliyah and Raquel Rodriguez are now your new WWE Tag Team Women's Champion. The show goes off the air, and they were all celebrating. So that's Monday Night Raw. We go right into SmackDown's rundown. Tonight we had advertised for tonight. Roman Reigns celebrates 2 years of being Universal Champion. Ronda Rousey faces her final judgment in regards to her ongoing suspension. Karrion Kross will wrestle for the first time since his return to WWE. The New Day take on the Viking Raiders in Viking Rules match. Maxim Male Models versus Hit Row. Butch versus Ludwig Kaiser, and more. The show opens with it decked out like a longboat for a Vikings rule match. Which this, whoever fucking thought of this, we want more of this. This was fucking great. Holy shit, we actually have a tag team division. We have the Viking Raiders, we have the New Day, we have the Street Profits, we have the what is it? The Lethal Lovers. We have Hit Row. We also have we actually have a tag team division. Holy shit. We have a tag team division. That doesn't even think about what's on Monday. Oh. Holy shit, there is a God. So we started off with the New Day versus the Viking Raiders. Vikings rush the New Day at the bell, but Kofi and Xavier turn around on them and brawl. Mounted punches in the corner, whip reverses out of it into corner forearm sidestep, Ivar double drop kick, whip reverse, corner drop kick. Off the ropes, stereo tope con heroes wipe the Vikings out. Bashing Ivar into the shields, brawling Eric around. Woods nails him with a hesitation drop kick through the shields, perching on the barricade. Frog splash, cover on the floor. Ivar kicks out and we go to break. Back from commercial. The match has gone into the stands, and Woods lands crossbody on both Vikings but can't put them down. Back towards the ringside area, Vikings turn the tide, and Warbeard sandwiches Xavier against the barricade. Nope. Back inside, Kingston has a kendo stick, but Eric nails him with a rock bottom for a 2. Waiting on Kofi with kendo stick, Ivar joins the fun. Kingston gets away, and he and Woods are dragging tables around the ring. Warbeard decides Warbeard blindsides them, fighting atop the dragon boat. Near fall happen. Xavier with a desperate neck to snap, tornado DDT, block side under super kick connects. Ivar with Banzai drop, and we go to break. Back from commercial, Eric has Woods. He fights away with an elbow. One for Ivar, and Nitsigiri staggers Eric. Off the ropes, wrecking ball dropkick on Warbeard. Back inside, duck lariat, side under, rolling elbow, big knee, lift, 540 leg sweep, jumping senton. Xavier fired up and goes under the ring and grabs a steel chair. Off the rope, satellite leg sweep, denied. Kingston in trouble. Kingston in double stroke puts Eric into the chair, but Ivar breaks it up with a splash. Warbeard with a moonsault. Kofi rolls out of the way. Shadows over hell. Woods walks up the ropes. Limit breaker. Eric breaks it up. New Day off the ropes. Stereo dives over the dragon boat, but the Vikings kick out. Vikings lawn dart Kingston into the bow of the boat. Xavier with a shield bash. Vikings shrug it off. Eric takes him inside using their shields to full advantage. Double powerbomb puts through Woods through two tables. Viking Raider wins by pinfall with Ragnarok to Xavier through two tables. We get a video package covering the beginnings of Roman Reigns' current title reign. We go to break. Back from commercial. Sami Zayn is wearing a smoking jacket and has his hair up. The Usos roll up and points out that he's wearing tribal print, to which they are unimpressed. We talk up his prep work for Roman Reigns' celebration, and Jay gives him the third degree about his refusal to attack Kevin Owens on Monday. Jimmy tries to get him to lighten up. Jay storms off, and Jimmy goes after him. Shayna Baszler is interviewed backstage. She talks about how she's going to make Liv Morgan suffer and tear her limb from limb until she wins the title. Liv rolls up. She says she's not afraid at Clash of the Castle. She won't tap out. In fact, she'll rip her arm off. Shayna says she'd like to see her try. That is that. And then Liv Morgan said, "Watch me." We get a Killer Cross vignette about his debut against Drew Gulak tonight, and we go to break. Back from commercial, we get another video package about Roman Reigns' title reign. Drew Gulak and Karrion Kross. I did not pick up my phone. This was like you drop your fucking phone, you look at the screen, you shut the fuck up, and you enjoy your beer. Kross goozles Gulak and rams him into the corner. Drew with a couple of forearms and chops. Karrion turns him around and demands more chops. It's like a sadomasochist. Oh, man after my own heart. Ooh, yes, baby. Walking into the onslaught, shrugging them off, he drops Gulak with a boot, corner lariats, and elbows. Side suplex, falling back. Karrion Kross wins by submission with a body scissors sleeper hold. It is called the Cross Jacket. We get a recap of Ronda Rousey getting arrested a few weeks ago and are promised she'll be here after the break. Back from commercial, we get another Roman Reigns recap package. Ronda Rousey makes her entrance, striding to the ring with a piece of paper in hand. She says it's an official statement from the WWE Global Headquarters regarding her suspension, and she wants her close personal friend Adam Pearce to read it. He comes down and says no matter what that says, it's never been personal, and there's our protocols. And he was just doing his job. She calls him spineless, and he opens and reads the letter silently, to which she berates him for not reading it out loud. The letter says Ronda has engaged in unprofessional behavior. However, it doesn't rise to the level of a criminal, and her arrest 2 weeks ago was unwarranted. She's paid her fines full, and as of today, and her suspension is over, and she can resume in-ring competition. And she's on probation. It says it's absurd that he had a duty to call the police, and if it were up to him, he would just have plain fired her. She says she's hypothetically devastated and tells him to kiss her ass. She gets hot and asks if she thinks this is funny. 52 weeks a year, 2 shows on 2 networks. He has to babysit people like her, and it's never once thanked or asked how his day is going. And all he gets from people like her is grief. He's proud of his job. He is not proud of busting his ass for people who undermine him. And he's got a problem with her walking around like she owns the place. He calls her the single biggest bitch he's ever met and hastily apologizes as she advances on him and drops him with a STO. The armbar is on. Backstage, Sami Zayn receives a bouquet of black roses by delivery. He looks at the card and simply says, "Tick tock." Gee, I wonder who that's from. And sets it down, smelling a bad smell on its finger. Hit Row make their entrance and send us to break. Hit Row versus the Maximum Male Models, Massey and Mansois. Adonis and Mansois to start. The models regroup on the floor after some quick shots. Los Lotharios arrive to jaw at Hit Row. B-Fab drops them with a dropkick, and Mansois returns to the ring for a cheap shot. Referee Jason Ayers backing Dollar off with double teams over for a two. Top with assist, Hit Row wins by pinfall with an assist dropkick. Post match, Los Lotharios hit Row, Maximum Male Models join the fun, and it's a beatdown. Street Profits make the save. Happy Corbin is interviewed backstage. He doesn't want to talk about his past defeats. He knows he's the best man in the locker room, so he's going to issue an open challenge, and anybody that walks out for it is going to crawl back. And we're going to break. Back from commercial, we get another video package of Roman Reigns' celebration. Happy Corbin is in the ring waiting for someone to take his challenge. It's Shinsuke Nakamura. Cue Pat McAfee. Fucking Cole is just so chill. Like, I would totally now have a beer with him if he drinks. Happy Corbin versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Corbin rushing him into the corner, laying kicks in. Referee Jessica Carr breaks it up. Nakamura turns him around, strike rush, axe kick, chest kick in the corner, set up, good vibrations. Happy with a couple of forearms, drawing Shinsuke up, suplex blocked him with a 540 heel kick. Nakamura lying in wait. Deep six, countered Kinshasa for a two. And the days block Corbin out and back in. Shinsuke cuts him off. Shinsuke wins by pinfall with the Kinshasa. We get a recap of Aaliyah and Raquel Rodriguez winning the tag team titles. Brawling Brutes make their entrance and send us to break. Back from commercial, a dejected Happy Corbin is leaving in as a stretched limo with horns pull up in the loading bay. The windows roll down and we hear John Bradshaw Layfield voice asking what happened and telling Corbin to get in. Now I'm intrigued with this. Now this is what we need. Meaning, after all, it's a fucking ripoff with Cameron Grimes and Ted DiBiase. But let's see if it's anything close to a mirror image on this. Ludwig Kaiser and Pete Butch Dunne. Dunne charges in hammerlock, transitioning to mountain punches. Kaiser gets away, double thrusted, and he steps on Pete's hair, wrenching the hand to escape, bending the arms down, stomping the bicep to the floor. Dunne dives, and Ludwig cuts him out of midair with an uppercut to send us to break. Back from commercial, Butch with double knees to the arm. A German suplex, double stomp to the hand. Buzzsaw, roundhouse for two. Kaiser cuts him off in the corner. Kick, hang him in the ropes and clobbering him. Over rotate back suplex, no dice. It's Gary for an uppercut. Pete lands on his feet. Buzzsaw, kick, waiting in the corner. Tilt-a-whirl slam from Ludwig, nope. Wrist clutch, uppercut from Dunne. Break him free. Kaiser with an inverted headlock. Square hammer, DDT blocked by Wishbone. The fingers pump, wishboning the fingers. Pump handle. Pete wins by pinfall with the bitter end. Post-match, Gunther and Sheamus square up in the ring, but Ludwig Kaiser tries to back his man off. Another video package of Roman Reigns follows. Sami Zayn is backstage with the Usos. He says everything is good. They want to make their entrance, but Sami wants to wait for Roman Reigns. Jay accuses him of overstepping his boundaries and says he ain't blood yet. Jimmy wants to go out there and put the spotlight on the big Usos, and that's good enough for everybody. And we go to break. Back from commercials, Sami Zayn and the Usos make their entrance. Sami gets on the mic and says, "We're here to celebrate 2 years of Roman Reigns as champion." And he checks in with Jimmy and to make sure he's okay to take the lead on this. Jimmy says he's down with it, and Zayn says he wouldn't want anyone to excuse him of being too comfortable. Pointed look at Jay. Jay interrupts and takes over, saying Reigns has dominated everyone for 2 years. Superman punch, spear, guillotine, they've all been flat out beat. Sami tries to play hype man, and Jimmy has to tell him to calm down. Jay wants everybody to stand up and put their ones in the sky and introduce the head of the table, the tribal chief, the needle mover, God Mode himself, the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion, their cousin Roman Reigns. We cut to a loading bay to watch Roman SUV roll up. The big dog gets out, but gets blindsided by Drew McIntyre. McIntyre walks away while the Usos and Sami are stunned, trying to figure out their next move. Drew makes his entrance and clears the ring before hitting a tope con hero. Holy shit, this guy was fucking Kane personified. He wrecks the celebration set. Sami makes a valiant stand with a chair, but just gets claymored. Jimmy gets a suplex through the announce table. Drew roars and spears Jay through the barricade. McIntyre gets on the mic and tells Roman Reigns to look around him. The bloodline is torn apart, and God Mode is deactivated. So tomorrow he's going to kick Reigns' head off and dethrone him as champion. And that is it. All right, so we're gonna go through the card and we're gonna pick and give you reasons why it should be this way. All right, and the way it should be, but with the caveat is that I am not picking the fucking title match, the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. I am not picking that, because that's a fucking goddamn crapshoot at this point. You're basically shooting fish in a barrel. Seriously. Clash at the Castle. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. I told you, this is going to be a crapshoot. I'm just going to go take the ride and see where it takes us. Bayley, Io Sky, Dakota Kai versus Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Alexa Bliss. Dakota Kai, Io Sky, and Bayley are going to pick up the win. They're due. Gunther versus Sheamus, WWE Intercontinental Championship. Gunther is going to retain. I would be very shocked if they take this title off of Gunther. Matt Riddle versus Seth freaking Rollins. Seth needs this, honestly. Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. I want Shayna. Shayna's going to win. She has done her due diligence. She needs to get paid. All I'm going to say, Nia Jax, and that's it. Edge and Rey Mysterio versus Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Now, if Dominic is there, I have a feeling he's going to turn on his father and Edge. Beth Phoenix and Rhea Ripley are going to have a match at the next pay per view. If they're going to Saudi Arabia, that's where they're going to be doing the next paper, the next this whole situation. So really, that is that. It's very simple. It's a very short card. Hopefully, I'll be getting to you people around 4:30, 5 o'clock. So that is it. That's your preview and predictions of Clash at the Castle. I want everybody to go check out all my content throughout this whole weekend on my YouTube channel, including I went live today at 2 p.m. with episode 253. I am making an adjustment to my schedule. I'm doing another Mel's match at. It's going to be a full blown live. Holy shit. We're going to review both Clash at the Castle and All Out. So come sit a spell. We're going to also go over the news that are coming out of Cardiff, coming out of Worlds Collide, and we're going to go and All Out and just get everybody ready for Monday Night Raw. I will be doing that at 12 p.m. on Monday. So come and join me, sit a spell, get your coffee. Oh, wait a minute, it's Labor Day. Go, put me on a nice computer, crank me up, lay out, have yourself a cold one, and enjoy Labor Day. For the 255, I will be doing it pre-recorded. I will be recording it Thursday night. Fingers crossed I get everything done. I'm going to record it because this week my son will be coming home. I have no time for anything. My son's 17th birthday is Wednesday. Yes, the countdown as of then will be commencing. As the countdown, then he'll be an adult. Dear God, this isn't strong enough for that, okay? So, please do me a favor, go check out all my social media with Mel's Match Chat is on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Go check out my Facebook page and my Snapchat. Also, please, I forgot to say this at the beginning. I forgot to promote this. Please go check out Harry's Razors at harrys.com. Get all your shaving and toiletry essentials there. Stock up, ready to go. Please also go check out Maestro Classics at maestroclassics.com. Go check out Liquid Death at liquiddeath.com and try their 3 new flavors among the regular spring water and the mountain water, which are lime, mango orange, and mixed berry. Also, do yourself a favor, go to deathwishcoffee.com. If you like pumpkin coffee, which I'm having one tomorrow, I cannot wait. No, I'm not actually having it tomorrow. Well, yeah, I could have it tomorrow. I mean, it is what it is. But I gotta live stream it, so I gotta get up and look presentable at like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. So go and go get your pumpkin coffee there. Also, please pick up the dark roast, the Valhalla, which I wasn't too keen on, but you may like it. Go check out their medium roast, the limited edition blueberry vanilla, their new espresso coffee, and their pumpkin has dropped. I got it in the house. I cannot wait to taste it. I'm ecstatic. So go check them out. Please also go check out HOG Wrestling. And if you missed High Intensity 8, you can get it on Fight TV. Also, September 24th, Genesis at the NYC Arena. They've already dropped the fucking first match for the HOG World Tag Team Champions. We have the Briscoes versus members of, I think, Evil Uno, and I believe Stu Grayson is going to be vying for the titles from the Dark Order from AEW. So that's going to be great. Just that alone sells the event. Also, please go check out two independent promotions in Pennsylvania: Sanctuary and Outbreak Wrestling. Have a great wrestling weekend. It's a win-win. Stop arguing. By the way, go check out episode 253. And remember to like and share, subscribe, and turn on my notifications when I go live. Have a great Friday. I love you all, and I'll see you when I see you. All right? Talk to you soon. Love you all. Bye.